I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. If you give people tools and they use their natural abilities and their curiosity, they will develop things in ways that will surprise you very much beyond what you might have expected. I agree with people like Richard Dawkins that mankind felt the need for creation myths before we really began to understand disease and the weather and things like that. We sought false explanations for them. Now science has filled, and some of the realm, not all, that religion used to fill. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. In terms of doing things, I take a fairly scientific approach to why things happen and how they happen. I don't know if there's agate or not. DNA is like a computer program, but far more advanced than any software ever created. Measuring programming progress by lines of code is like measuring aircraft. Building progress by weight. Computers are great because when you're working with, then you get immediate results that let you know if your program works. It's feedback you don't get from many other things. Our success has really been based on partnerships from the very beginning. The vision is really about empowering workers, giving them all the information about what's going on so they can do a lot more than they've done in the past. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Power comes not from knowledge kept, but from knowledge shared. Well, Steve Jobs, I think it's more like we both had this rich neighbor named Xerox, and I broke into his house to steal the TV set and found out that you had already stolen it. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them solutions, they will be moved to act. So it's an absolute lie that has killed thousands of kids, because the mothers who heard that lie, many of them didn't have their kids take either pertussis or measles vaccine, and their children are dead today. And so the people who go and engage in those anti-vaccine efforts, they kill children. It's a very sad thing. Because these vaccines are important. Some people may call me a nerd. I claim the label with pride. Technology is just a tool in terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important. The cruel injustice is that even though the world's poor are doing essentially nothing to cause climate change. They're going to suffer the most from it. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Like almost everyone else uses email, I receive a ton of spam every day. Much of it offers to help me get out of debt or get rich quick. It would be funny if it weren't so exciting. To sum up, we need to accomplish something gigantic we have never done before, much faster than we have ever done anything similar. The climate is like a bathtub that's slowly filling up with water. Even if we slow the flow of water to a trickle, the tub will eventually fill up and water will come spilling out onto the floor. That's the disaster we have to prevent. Setting a goal to only reduce our emissions but not eliminate them won't do it. Making things cement, steel, plastic 31%, plugging in electricity 27%, growing things plants, animals 19%, getting around, planes, trucks, cargo ships 16%, keeping warm and cool, heating, cooling, refrigeration 7%. The point is that when we focus on all three things at once, technology, policies, and markets, we can encourage innovation, spark new companies, and get new products into the market fast. There's no magic line between an application and an operating system that some bureaucrat in Washington should draw. It's like saying that as of 1932, cars didn't have radios in them, so they should never have radios in them. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel.